So nice, you gotta say it twice. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Doing what we need to do. Gotta have a good time because life is short. We here for a good time, not a long time. Welcome to all the players and baddies that are making themselves available. It is your good friend, your number one bald-headed player, the bald-headed scallywag, Seti P, artist manager, owner of Renaissance Music, playlist curator, firefighter, and friend. How y'all feeling? Seem like I ain't talked to y'all. M Entertainment, my boy. I think that's my boy, Diamante. What's good? What's good? Shout out to all the YouTube watchers and definitely shout out to all my Instagram watchers. I'm glad to have you here. He said Big C. Yep, I'm here in the building. Happy Tuesday. If you're here in the chat, make sure you make some noise. Make sure you oh, Sierra in the building. Wave to your baddies, y'all. Wave to your baddies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Having a good time here. Get comfortable. If you a player, you know what I mean, chill. If you a baddie, kick your shoes off. Get comfortable. We're here for a special episode. Tonight's episode is appropriately titled When Missy Elliot Said, Hee Hail. I felt that. I felt that. I'm glad you stopped in to say hello. It's always good when the baddies take time to make their presence known. Happy International Women's History Month. I act like LeBron. Yeah, if you're here, make sure you show love. Make sure you share the live if you can stay. If you can't, we always glad when you pop up and say what's up. We are nearing a very, very special time. We like 10 days out. If you tapped in, if you know, you know. That's right. It's almost Aries season. We letting the Pisces enjoy their last few days. The countdown is on. Looking at my skin watch, it's about that time now. What my boy Roman Reigns said, run it. Y'all let me know if the vocals is vocaling. Let me know if the audio too loud, but we should be at good optimal levels tonight. But we gonna get into the show. What was y'all on this week? What did y'all get into? I've been busy. We've been doing a lot of work. He said, let us breathe. On the clock. When's your birthday? When your B-Day? We're going to give you a shout out while it's still y'all time. Shout out all the Pisces. We celebrate all the March birthdays. And we celebrate. Oh, he's your birthday just passed. Happy belated. Shout out one of the big true players. Hope you was turned. I wasn't in the building last week, so that's why we ain't give you your proper festivities. But happy birthday to one of the true players holding down the player circle community, the Amani. Yeah. Got that 2-8. I would say, having lived past that age, thank the Lord. 28 was 28 to 30 good years. Um, if I'd give any counsel, I would say definitely just make the most of your time. Keys to the game. Oh, an old but real friend. My boy Keys. Y'all remember the managers? What a time. What a time. That was my early days on IG Live, building the resume, building the community. One of Jersey's finest too. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. But yeah, this past week was we've been busy. Renaissance has been cooking. We've been behind the scenes, but things are starting to turn and rev up. Um, and I'm excited for that. As always, I'm a fan of the consultants for life. Yeah, man. Antoinette, what's good? I love to see the IG family popping up. Shout out to the IG family. If you're new, drop an emoji with the sunglasses. That's how we know you tapped in. Let me know where you're from. You know what I mean? But yes. And if I know you, let me know where I know you're from. Keep it clean though. Don't be dropping none of that. Oh yeah, we was having them rendezvous back in 20. Don't do that. Don't do that to your boy. Sweet October 81, what's good? I'm glad to see IG's turned up. Shout out to my YouTube viewers pulling up as well. If you're on YouTube, make some noise. Drop the emoji with the sunglasses. Throw up some peace signs for your boy, cause we on one. All right. Now, if you're in the music business, this is a big week for y'all, for us, as it is South by Southwest week. Now, I'm not in attendance this year. This year is a year of internal work. Only during first quarter. First quarter is a quarter of internal work this year. Um, you will catch your boy outside, but this is a big year for me as I hit that. You know what I mean? Hitting that. So it's very, very important that I do the necessary diligence. Let me hit some of that oils. The essentials. Can't be out here trying to promote positivity and the knuckles is looking like oppression. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, South by Southwest is a big week, big opportunity. Last year had the chance. Oh, Baddies is through and through in here. Shout out to artist Dash. Dash, I had the chance to meet for the first time last 2 weeks ago. Time is flying. Forgive. But a true rock star and a baddie. So shout out to her. Shout out for pulling up. As I always say when we in the live, wave to your baddie. My boy in here, we was just talking about the Renaissance. Cheek the Prophet in the building. Shout out my boy. We just dropped one of his performances. Shout out the platform Payday LA. Just had my boy featured and posted the video earlier today. So we outside. Yeah. And if you're not already tapped in with my artist Cheek the Prophet, make sure you tap in with Cheek the Prophet, because the brother is nice. The brother is nice, and we got some things on the horizon and Verizon. or Xfinity, whatever service you use, we there. But as I said, shout out to everybody down in Austin. I've had some great. I am having a little bit of saltiness, a little FOMO, because the last 2 years were very, very fun. My first South by was on the R&B vibes in 24, and then in 25 I took Key down. Mir Guapo, what's good? What's good, brother? I gotta act like big boy in ATL. Where you been? Where you been? Yeah, tap in with me, David Cole. What's good? What's good? Glad. I've been meaning to reach out to the young brother. Tap in. I would definitely want to tap in with all the young, the young A&Rs, the young content managers, creators. Glad that we got to follow, and I'll definitely get connected in. But right now we in the Playa Circle. So for those who are new to the Playa Circle, this is our IG Live / YouTube live stream. For those the first interaction with me, I'm Seti P, artist manager. I happen to manage Cheek the Prophet, and as well as Johnny Quest the Rebel and Key Story. I'll play some of that music. But in addition to that, playlist curator, bald-headed scallywag, and here in the Playa Circle, we talk shit, listen to some music that we can, because IG be on that bull. But I give some vibes, we talk shit, and have a good time talking about what's been the latest and greatest. You know what I mean? If there's anything on your mind that ain't freaky, turn your freaky down. Turn your freaky down. Then we can definitely kick it here in the Playa Circle. All right. But last week we had a great week. We was talking about Sugar Ray Leonard acting crazy. Sugar Ray Leonard, listen, you a boxing legend, but like I said last week, if you ever hit me that hard as you hit that dude that was trying to play fight with you, I'm giving you the hands. But we also talked about the Atlanta Magic City matchup, which I heard was canceled. I heard they canceled the Magic City Atlanta Hawks matchup. Now I have dabbled in the lemon pepper, but it would have been good for y'all to get the lemon pepper wings. And we also talked about, what's more important in relationships, compatibility or chemistry. But this week we on some new time. You know what I mean? Let me give y'all quickly the bald-headed logic, and then we'll move on to the latest and greatest. All right. Now, the bald-headed logic. Today's bald-headed logic is simple. Simple yet effective. The bald-headed logic for the day is, it's on you, baby. It's on you. Accountability, success, growth, pushing through. It's on you, baby. And I don't say that to put pressure on. I don't say that to make it a blame game. I say that it's on you because it's like you have the power. You got the keys. In the music business, I see a lot of times when people will reach out and they be like, yeah, I need this and I need that. And then, yeah, I understand. But it all starts at home. Accruing your resources, getting your team together, getting people to believe, that all starts at home. It starts with you. I see a lot of the gender wars on the podcast and these conversations about this and that. And unfortunately, what a lot of people fail to identify is that even in a good relationship or finding a good mate, it starts at home. Because peace, the inner peace starts at home. I can't expect to get with somebody and have them to change everything for me. It's all internal. So as you start looking to acquire some different things in your life, depending on where you at in your life, if you're looking to start stacking your bread. If you're looking to get a new career, if you're looking to start gaining success in the music industry, it starts with you, baby. It's on you. Identify what you can do. What can you maximize your success? Can you maximize your production? And then, and only then, is when you will start to have the right resources attract themselves to you. So, life is an attraction type of thing, you know? We chase too often, and a lot of times we need to attract. So I challenge you to be your best. I challenge you to find what you're looking for, what you need, and go from there. All right? So that's the ball-headed logic for today. Let that soak. I got a question, or early question. Somebody asked me, David Cole asked me, how did you join the Recording Academy? Well, it was a process, if I may be honest. The process, I wanted to join the Recording Academy for several years. But the actual, it's not easy, but it's simple. So here's basically what happens. As you accrue, some reputation and connections and some experience in the business, the Recording Academy simply requires you to have 2 recommendations from members. So you really need to build your relationship and connect with somebody, because it's not just one of the things like, hey, can you write me a letter? It's like, hey, you only get 2. Every member only gets 2 referrals, so we use them very selectively, and there's a lot of people that's trying to join. But basically what happens is you need 2 recommendations, and then you follow the process. Once you receive your 2 recommendations, then the portal will open up and you can submit what you need to join. And if you're selected, then you selected. It's not a difficult process at all. Actually, it's just the fact that it's like, man, because that you only get 2 referrals, you ask everybody that you know, and people already soaked up them references and recommendations. So it took me, I think I wanted to join, probably started maybe back in like 2023. And something would happen every year. Somebody would tell me they would give me a letter and they wouldn't put the letter in. Or I was asking close people and they was like, I already gave out my recommendations. And then this year, just, God was good. So that was a blessing. And now, I have family that is, or members that are trying to join now. So I've already used up my recommendations. But you just got to just keep an eye out for it. He said, I appreciate you. Hey, man, listen, one thing I try to be here, while I am about my bread, I'm definitely about my bread. A lot of things in this business and in this industry aren't required to gatekeep, but everybody likes to do so, and it's not necessary. I feel like a lot of people have their foot. They got somebody else's foot on their neck, so they try to do it to other people, and it's low key corny. It's low key corny. So I try not to do it. I try to be a resource as much as I can. That being said, time is always money as you start to get into the business, and you want people to respect your time. So that's when But a lot of things, if you can most people can just reach out, and if you cool, you're not just trying to use a player. I'm always willing to share, and I've been building up some resources as well. So what I'm looking to do this year, and I'm already started, and I've gotten back to my client consultations and client services. But in addition to that, one thing that has been highly suggested or recommended is like, say, create a community, use your player circle to give game. So I'm really saying second quarter, I'm going to start doing that, just giving game. And shout out to I call them my peers and mentors, but shout out to the crew from 24/7 and you do and V. Shout out my friends or my peoples at the Digilog that have been great resources to people, and I want to pay it forward as it's been given to me. But let's continue on. Let's get into more of the show and new waves. Are there any new waves, any new music that I've been listening to lately? Now, I've really been big on this. I've said this already. I've been big on the Don Tolliver album. That's really been in heavy rotation with me. But I've been listening to the R&B artist Raheem. If you're not familiar, let me spell his name for you. But yeah, the Don Toliver Octane has been going crazy for me. But Raheem is spelled R-A-A, so that's two A's, R-A-A-H-I-I-M. And he's got a new project out. It's called Pray For Me. So if you like good R&B, tap into that. I'm excited for some new music that is on the horizon. I'm getting a new EP from the lovely and talented Karma. Shout out Jersey. Getting ready to make some major moves. So I'm excited for that. I'm also getting prepared for the release When the City Sleeps from Alex Isley. So that's that lullaby music. But I'm excited for that. It's a lot of dope music on the way. Usually what happens is that first month, I would say January specifically, everybody's kind of recovering and getting their feel. And then they're also making that push to get prepared for Grammy week in February. So like the first 2 months of the year is kind of like people just getting their footing. And then the releases start to roll out. I would say like mid-February into March, and so it's going to ramp up really around. I would say the next 2 weeks is when you start to see stuff start getting ready, and then people got to make that push now in the spring so that they can do the work that's needed to get y'all rocking for summertime. And when that good weather comes out, that's when everybody start to make their moves. So stay tuned, tune in, get ready, because that's when everybody gonna be rocking and rolling. But yeah, I'm excited, and that's really the things I've been listening to the most. If you got some new music that you want your boy to tap in with, share the word. Share the word. Okay? But yeah, man, it's been a really, really exciting time. As I said, we're revving up at Renaissance Music ourselves, so I'm very excited for what's on the horizon for us. Yeah. Let's see what else we can get into. I forgot to tell my peoples to pull up on your boy. Forgive. Forgive, forgive. What a gift. Oh, I forgot to tell my other peoples too. Yeah, that's the tough part about kind of balancing these different roles. If I can be honest with y'all, being both an artist manager and in some form of fashion a content creator with the live stream is just like you got to make sure everybody's needs are met. including your own. And it can be challenging, but we have to make it work. Because, like I said, it's on you, baby. So I always try to do my best to get out here and get on the live, especially when I'm not at the firehouse. So, cause hey man, when I'm there, it's damn near impossible to get on live and enjoy time with y'all. So we definitely gonna make it work when I'm not there. So if you are a fan of the show, show love, and if you can't make it, like I said, always tell your peoples, tell your moms, tell your aunties to pull up. You know what I mean? But let's get into some additional work, shall we? Let's get into the latest on the What Are You Talking About? And What Are You Talking About? One of my favorite segments here is when we scour the internet and scour social media for what the latest and greatest that has been happening. And I really want to get into, oh my God. They said Bam Adebayo got 43 points in the first half. Is he going for 100? Bam Adebayo. Bam trying to market that new Asia shoe. Yo, that's absurd, bro. 43 in the first half is crazy. Who are they playing? the damn junior high team? How you get 43 put up on you in the first half is craziness. I need to know. Let me just quickly find out what's going on, y'all, because that don't make not a bit of sense. I just want to see how many points he got. That Joker might get 70. He got 67 points. Bam Adebayo is going crazy. Yo, Jersey doing it big, yo. Bam Adebayo got 67 points. That's unacceptable. And they only up 19. This is absurd. You got to let him shoot every shot, bro. That is craziness. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you figure if somebody had 67 points, that they be up by 50. I don't even know what to say. Yo, he's going crazy. Anywho, let's move on. Let's get back into the show. But so I saw an interesting post, and I talk about my favorite places, my favorite cities, and for me, I'm a Jersey kid through and through, but the second home for me is definitely the DC or DMV area. Spend a lot of time there. My mother is from DC. My my family is heavily from Maryland, the PG County, and I also have family in Virginia as well. So the DMV is near and dear to me. But there was a post that was going, it went viral, and it was from a woman of the Caucasus Mountains. But the woman said DC does not have hot people. It's time to be real. And boy, they raked her over the coals. As they should. Now, first of all, her being from the Caucasus Mountains, it was clear that she was referring to a certain demographic. Cause I know you ain't saying that DC ain't got no hot, as she said, people of black people. It's Chocolate City. It's DC's original nickname, and let it never be forgotten. But DC has some of the most beautiful baddies. And just overall people, I mean, I ain't scoping out no players, but I'm just saying, I come from good stock. But yeah, everybody knows that DC got beautiful baddies. You know what I mean? You think of Regina Hall. You think of Maya. Lord, we could stop there if Taraji P. Henson. You gotta say the P. It's a lot of beautiful women from the DMV area. So they was killing her. They said, "Yeah, we know what you meant." Shout out, I never lose pulling up. Shout out everybody that's on the IG stream. Dual broadcast as we go from both YouTube and Instagram. So shout out my peoples. But yeah, when you go to DC, man, it's an experience. Now, I would have to say, if I was to name my top 5 cities in terms of, or top 5 areas in terms of the beauty that I've seen in these places, and I would have to say, because now we live in a culture where there's a lot of construction, a lot of construction, but I would say I gotta start with is DC, it's Chicago, it's New York, this is in no particular order because I don't need nobody mad at me. DC, Chicago, New York, Jersey, obviously. And I'm it's a toss up between Texas, like like Houston, and that's a tough one. That last one is tough because I'm torn between Atlanta and Cali. All right. So we're gonna say our top 5: DC, Chicago, New York, Jersey, and we're gonna go Atlanta. That's gonna be our 5. And for anybody foolish enough to say, "Oh well, New York and New Jersey the same," I will slap thee with fury. They are not the same at all. No sir, no sir. And that's just national. We sticking to national, okay? But yeah, that lady was tripping. It's too many. I man, my database is rolling right now with the DC girls, with the DMV girls. So I don't know what Shorty was talking about. Stick to what. Hey, one thing people gonna do on Twitter is put their foot in their mouth. No freaky. Turn your freaky down. But yeah, them DMV girls, them DMV girls are different, and the DC girls specifically different. But speaking of DMV, another post. I've been talking about this young woman recently, but shout out my Aries. I don't like to call my sisters because I got one sister. But shout out the Aries queen Ari Lennox. Ari Lennox has been out and about more recently, been visible on different platforms, and which is always a blessing to see her. But she was on the show with DJ Head and Gina Views, and she had made some comments. All right, y'all. Quick update. Bam Adebayo has 70 points. 70. First of all, yo, he should definitely he's gonna get to 80. They're starting to blow them out, but you gotta let him get 80. What is going on? He's going to the free throw line now. I'll keep y'all updated. So Ari Lennox was on the show with DJ Head and Gina Views, and she had comments on Effective Immediately is the name of the show. She was on Effective Immediately with DJ Head and Gina Views, and she was basically talking about allowing herself to give too much energy to toxic men, and now she wishes that she had been paid a little bit more attention. So I'm gonna play the clip. Y'all can listen to it, what her comments, and yeah, y'all take a listen. All right.
I think I have a thing for toxic energy. So I think there's still some more healing that I need to do, because when I look back on all of these energies, um, it's a shame I gave them so much time and there were sweet energies that I didn't. Yeah. And so now I see those sweet energies getting married and starting families. I'm just like, dang, I have a thing for toxic energy.
I'm sorry, y'all. Let me finish the point she was making.
That there's something going on. There's something wrong.
What do you think it is that attracts you to like toxic energy?
I think they just seem really exciting at first. The chemistry is incredible. And they don't even always be fine. It's not even that like they're sexy or something. I mean, well, they're sexy, but they don't be the finest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's just an energy. It's sometimes it's convenience, what we talk about. A lot of the sweeter energies that I felt like weren't for me. I felt I could see myself falling asleep a little bit on the phone. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's like, if boring is good or not. Like, I'm trying to figure out what that means. Like,
it's the thrill.
Yeah.
It's the thrill of it.
Yeah.
What's
absolutely.
Your sign?
All right. So I don't think I missed anything in that clip. I thought it was very, very interesting. Shout out Ari Lennox. You looks good. But this is an age-old tale that I've seen and heard from women and just online so many times about how the the man that they are interested in are just they're toxic. The energy though, they love the energy. And I'm always been intrigued a little bit by this because once they mature, and unfortunately there's a lot involved with that. Once they mature and once they've had those experiences, they realize it's like, yo, this thrill that you're seeking is not really worth the downside, the other side, that you experience. Um, I think personally that this is a teachable moment. It's a teachable moment, and I'm not saying a teachable moment the to just the women. It's a teachable moment to the players as well. A lot of things that I have talked about this year have been really circling around the concept of opportunity instead of outrage. And it's easy, it's almost lame to hear that clip and just be like, see, they don't know. They just they always get locked into the excitement. Then they want the safe guy, then they want the stable guy afterwards. You're missing. You're not listening. The opportunity here for the players is to learn how to develop and balance stability with energy and excitement. You can be exciting, you can be charming, you can be an adventure and still be stable and not be toxic. I think that I'd say our community, not to just be on my Dr. Umar, but just the youth, we just get so intertwined with excitement being negative or thrill being something that has to be bad. Like you don't have to be that. I think too often guys or too often both sides don't listen to each other, and that's where the opportunity is for us to improve this situation and this circumstance. So like what Ari was saying, like she found a level of adventure, she found a level of chemistry in these guys that ended up being toxic. I think what toxic guys do is they are very, very adept at not rushing or jumping the gun, not being overly excitable. And that creates a level of excitement or thrill for baddies. If you've talked to men, especially good men, one thing that good men talk about amongst themselves is that we are so much more appealing to women when we are in relationships. And people like to correlate that to women being toxic themselves, or women just you know being less than virtuous. But I don't really want to associate it with just that. What I think it is two things. I think it is one, women get to see what type of stability or virtue that they can have without, you know, from outside the window, and that's attractive to them. It's like you get to see what this projects to when the pressure ain't on immediately, and that's exciting. The second part of it is that when you are in a relationship, by and large, some people still be trifling, but when you're in a relationship as a man, you're not pressing the issue. You're not pressuring the baddie, and you're not you're not chasing them. And when the woman sees that they're not being chased, it just, man, it just does something to them because you're not super sprung or thirsty. It's like, all right, hey, I gave you the energy. I gave you something. You ain't take it. I'm out. And it's just, you know what I mean? Because you have to think beautiful women are inundated. They are overwhelmed with thirsty bras, thirsty players. I can't even call them players, but thirsty men giving them compliments, commenting them, telling them what they would do for them, trying to get with them, trying to, sleep with them. And I always think back to Holly Berry talking about how she would love to get compliments that were not about her beauty because she's more than that. But men don't understand that. It's just like, yo, she's beautiful. I have to tell her. That's all I know. And so that's the approach that they take. And it's just really, really, it's just a waste of time because it's like, yo, unless you're that dude, it's like, I hear this all the time. What you're saying means nothing to me. And so it gets boring because you're flooding them with compliments. It's like, thank you. Thank you. Now I'm bored. And women women love excitement. So how do you create excitement as a non-toxic man? I think the ways that you create excitement as a non-toxic man is being creative, being flexible in terms of what things that you're able to do for them and showing them a good time, not the same old. So you got to have a little bit of creativity. The second part of that is, again, not just falling into the trap of always just giving them compliments and just glorifying them. I think giving women the compliments, giving women an outpouring of love is a timing thing. It's a timing thing. Men do it too early, especially like the nice guys. Nice guys do that shit way too early. It's like, yo, you don't even know them. You tell them how beautiful and how wonderful they're not wonderful. You know what I mean? And sometimes they want to be nice nasty, but you always trying to push them as an angel and you're pissing them off. And honestly, that adoration is best saved for when it's locked in and you are in a relationship with them. The toxicity part comes in is where we're on opposite timing with women. And so what's happening is it's like once they want that, they done already connected with you, usually physically, and there has not been a development of actual chemistry. So after your physical side has been satisfied, you're like, oh, this. Now you're looking at them for what they really are outside of just your physical attraction to them, and it doesn't match. And now you're like, yo, I don't, I don't want to do this. I don't have the time. And now you start to have toxic behaviors. Sometimes you're not even a toxic dude. You just end up being toxic because you got something too soon or unable to cherish it. And now you have to see something at face value. It's like, oh, wait a minute. She doesn't know how to read. Or, yo, she doesn't have any skills that are actually connected to what the things that I like to do or any personality traits. And it's too late. Because all you was there for was focused on was the draws. Conversely, you have to work super hard to get the draws because women hold the draws near and dear. Men hold their emotions near and dear. Women hold the draws near and dear. So when they give you the draws, now they looking for you to be emotionally attached, and you're not. And now it's all messed up. Indigo, what's good? What's good? So it becomes very, very interesting. It's a timing thing. And that's where a lot of toxicity comes in. And that's what I think Ari was talking about. And it's like, once the woman has given that connection, oh, my boy in here. Yo, as you watch, first of all, you gotta believe. You gotta believe. Shout out to all the IG family popping up. We live on YouTube and Instagram. But brother, is you watching Bam Adebayo go crazy, crippling crazy? Update for the people that's in the live. Bam Adebayo currently has 77 points. That's what I see. Can he get to 81? He got to do it for Jersey. And Bam, if you pass 81, I'm gonna stop flirting with Asia. I'll do that for you. I'll look out. If you pass Kobe, I got to, Beja, we can no longer be. But that's only, you got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes and you're up by damn near 30. If you get pulled, I'm calling it tonight. But yes, finishing up the conversation as we was talking about, I think shout out to Ari Lennox for being honest and being truthful. I think when you start to get mature, you're able to speak about these things. But again, I feel like personally, it's great when you can see a woman mature and say that she's no longer about the BS and being on that toxic stuff. But I don't want fellas to look at that as an opportunity to continue to be lame. Like, yo, you can be a good man, not a nice guy, a good man, and not be boring. You can be a good man and be exciting. Mix that shit up. You know what I mean? Break her off. Tell her, hey, yo, be ready at 8. Make some plans. Venture out. Get her something nice. Get her a dress. Tell her to be ready. Take her to a night someplace special. It ain't gotta be no restaurant. Everybody do the restaurant. Just do something different. You know what I mean? Spoil her. Not on the sex worker tip. Not on the he gotta make $100,000 tip. Just something. Yo, you been working hard. We doing something special tonight. Once y'all do something special, you know what I mean? Hit it with that Mr. Nasty time. Mr. Nasty time. And you got to kill it. As my boy Martin say, you got to have her climbing the walls. Spider-Man. Bam Adebayo. I'm just staying alert. I just want to know. Historic moment, even though it is against, he got 79 points, y'all. You got to shoot a 3-pointer. Yo. And I'm looking at the percentages. The brother's almost shooting 50%. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad. Oh, he just got fouled, y'all. He going for the 81. He going for the Cobster. How does this impact Kobe? Kobe played the Raptors, though. The Wizards is trash. Shout out DC. We on our way back. Is Trae Young playing? How are they getting beat down like this? Oh, Trae Young is not playing. Okay. All right. It's the regulars. Ladies and gentlemen, Bam Adebayo has scored 80 points. 80. 81. He got 81, y'all. This is craziness. I guess we know who Player of the Week is. Hey, yo. Mm-mm-mm. And it's still time left. Man, an amazing day, y'all. Amazing day. Could never thought I would imagine that I would see somebody uh, break break the Mamba's record. Even though Mamba was, Mamba's number two now. He is tied for number two. Are they going to let him pass Kobe? It's only a minute left. They're up 26. I don't think so. I think they are going to pull. We shall see. We shall see. Wow. See, witnessing history, y'all. Witnessing history. I wanted to quickly address another topic, but I think I'm going to save that. I want to catch up. I want to see what's going on in the latest and greatest. We will celebrate. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to pull up on y'all later this week. I think I'll pull up on y'all on Thursday. So what we will do is it's 10 o'clock. I want y'all to have a good night. You know what I mean? Find out what's going on. And we shall break bread later. But it's been a fun episode. I hope y'all are blessed. I hope y'all are tapped in. And if you're not already, please make sure you join the Players channel if you're on Instagram, and if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Please subscribe. It helps a lot. Make sure you watch these episodes and have a good time and check in with us. We got some upcoming guests later on. March is a big month for me, obviously, because it's my birthday month. But I got a lot of special stuff planned. But the main thing I want y'all to do is to enjoy life. Make sure that y'all are making the most of every moment and working towards your purpose and your passion. But until next time, y'all know what to do. Keep it blessed.